sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. For the first time with Philip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Lock working out of the gun. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Here's Lindsay. And some room to run now. And he's into the clear. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Downs dancing to his left. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Ebron caught left side. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown,
Philip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Steelers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Too
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 30 on second down, Dobbs able to hit his target, Claypool. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On the handoff.
He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 7.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Dobbs. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Dobbs. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Dobbs looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return, Jackson. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made by Joe Hayden.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And this is caught by Jackson. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
To Deshaun
Jackson. 88 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. Short little throw to Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Dobbs, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Dobbs, completion here to Claypool. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again, Dobbs. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Johnson.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on second and goal, back even further. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. From the gun, Dobbs steps away to his left. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No problem. That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Avery Williamson.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now to the air. Rock sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. A final shot before half for Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. Minka Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick-6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Extra point now by Boswell. makes this an 11-point deficit now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Dobbs, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Dobbs.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and 1.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Joshua Dobbs.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 44. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Denver.
Philip Lindsay, 54 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
To return, it's Cam Sutton. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, if something happens, there are going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Dobbs. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball out of the backfield and move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he stopped immediately there.
Phillip Lindsay on the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Bound to lose one.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Dobbs being chased out left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
With it is Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Tackle made by Mike.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third down. Lock. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Clock now on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
23-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
He was taken down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
6-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Dobbs eluding the pressure right. Right side, Claypool's got it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 30. Look at 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run here with Conner. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Broncos.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.